Welcome back to Daytime with Kimberly and Esteban.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Daytime. I don't know about you, but I sure miss going out to dinner, maybe enjoying some wine and delicious appetizers. Well, lucky for us, Chef Brian West is about to join us, and he's going to show us how to make the most delicious and simple ultimate charcuterie board along with homemade ricotta cheese. He says it's possible. We can all do it. So let's check it out.
Hi, this is Chef Brian West with West Wednesday. Today we're going to do something kind of cool. Mary and I were sitting around the other day and talking about how much we miss all of our restaurants that we like to go to. So we wanted to try to create a restaurant environment at home. One of the favorite things that we love to do is to drink some wine, relax, and just get a nice big charcuterie plate. So I thought it'd be fun to build the ultimate charcuterie plate for you guys tonight. You want to have a nice mix of some good cured meats, some great textures. You want to have some fruit on there. You want some sweet stuff. You want some savory stuff. And you also want to have a few pieces of cheese on there and some stuff that you've bought as well as some things that you've made homemade. So let me give you a quick tour of some of the things that I like to put on my charcuterie. I've obviously got some pickled onions that I made, some roasted garlic that I made, a beautiful horseradish aioli, jalapeno jam, I've got some pesto. I actually bought this prickly pear jam. I'm gonna do a little walnut honey with that. I've got some great crunchy bread, some beautiful fruit that's got a lot of flavor to it, some 100% olive oil. This is an amazing product. This is actually from Stryve. It's a Bitlong, which is kind of an African jerky, if you will. It's air dried, and it's got a lot of heavy proteins and great flavor to it. A lot of real strong texture to it. I've got some other cured meats that I bought, some great cheeses. I've got a provolone, an Asiago, a spicy pepperoni, a great little salami here, a hot salami over here, and then of course I've got some Serrano ham, which it's a great Spanish ham that I absolutely love. But some other elements that I'm going to make for you tonight is actually a fresh ricotta. This is ricotta cheese, very easy to make, and I'm going to show you actually how you can make it yourself so you can have some homemade elements added into your charcuterie. Again, this is going to be a personal touch that I add to my charcuterie dish. You can buy this stuff, but it's a lot of fun to make. So I've got some simple milk here, about a full pint. And I'm going to bring that up to a simmer. I'm going to add a little heavy cream for some richness, right here. About 2 ounces. About a half a tablespoon of salt. Now I'm going to let all that stuff come to a light simmer. You don't want it to come to a hard boil because it'll boil over, so you want to make sure that you're doing that. Once it comes to a light simmer, I'm going to add a little bit of acid to it. In this case, I'm going to be doing lemon juice. You could also add apple cider vinegar, something like that if you wanted to. Okay, while that milk's coming up to a slow simmer, I'm going to go ahead and start getting some things organized here for my charcuterie. So again, like I said, you want to have a lot of different textures and flavors. I've got some great meats here. So like for instance, this spicy pepperoni, maybe you just fold it in half. And then what I've got here, this is really cool, along with my meats. I've got this Bitlong. Again, it's an air-dried beef, African-style beef. It's got a lot of flavor to it, really kind of healthy, and it's got great texture. I've kind of been a little obsessed with it. I've been eating a ton of it lately. And basically just gonna cut off a few slices, and I'm gonna just stack this up, just so we get a few pieces of everything that someone can grab. Okay, so this has come up to a hard boil. You gotta be careful, again, this will boil over. But what I'm doing now is I'm just adding the heat to this. I'm adding a little friction, and I'm trying to break that emulsion of the milk into the curds and whey. I'm going to go ahead and add my acid in because now everything's kind of come together. I am going to strain this out a little bit because I don't want any seeds to fall in it. I'm going to let this cook now. You can kind of see right here. You can see how it's already kind of separating right now. It's getting kind of clunky, almost looking like spoiled milk in your coffee. So that's kind of what we're looking for. You can kind of see how it's separated a little bit. And so what I'm going to do now is now that I've separated the curds and the whey, I've let this cook about 5 or 6 minutes. You could let it cook longer to get more out of it. But I'm going to slowly start to strain off the solids. Now again, it's a very low yield on this. But you can cook this several times over and it'll continue to get you more curds out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and take these up and jar these up and chill them a little bit, and then we'll be ready to put them on our charcuterie board. I've got some walnuts here, and I'm just going to pour the honey right over the walnuts. It seems so simple and easy to do, but it actually does, it's quite impactful on the finished product. I'm just going to stir these up just a little bit, and I'm going to drip these things on over the cheese and over the meat. So it's a nice little surprise when you get to it. Okay, so I've got a finished product here. I think it looks amazing. I've got all the meats on here, all the beautiful elements that I put in my fresh ricotta. I've got my Campo Viejo wine here. It looks fantastic. Again, trying to recreate a restaurant experience at home, it can be a little difficult, but if you shop well and you think about it well and you strategize well, you can have a great meal. This is going to be all we're going to eat tonight. This is going to be a really light meal for us, but it's going to be awesome.
For more on Chef Brian West, you can call him or go online to chefbrianwest.com, or you can always follow him on Instagram at Chef Brian West SA.